Okay, so this happened about like I don't even know. This was like 10 years ago. I was in first grade. My best friend at the time, he was still in kindergarten. I think maybe I was in second. He was in first. But this was about anywhere between like 8 and 10 years ago. Um, basically, let's give him a name. Let's just call him Dean. Okay, his real name is Gudjon actually, but let's just call him Dean because it's easier. And a lot of people out there, it's hard to understand Gudjon, but yeah, Gun, you know who you are. Sad we actually stopped hanging out a few years ago because he moved to Norway, but he comes back like every year. So anyway, what happened is he lives like I live like a how can I? This is like across the street. He lives like the street behind me. So they're like uh a house separating our house from like the other side of the street. I guess I don't know. It's hard to explain, but anyway, usually when we'd hang out, we would go to my place. But instead of going around the whole block to walk on the sideways, we would often cut a little shortcut through this one guy's yard, or like it wasn't even his yard. Like we'd go past his driveway, and it has like that big gap that went straight into my yard. So we would go there, and we did that a bunch of times until one time actually noticed us. And this was an old guy. I don't know, like he hasn't lived here since like soon after Dean moved to Norway. It was like I'm pretty sure he may be dead by now. I think it was like in his 70s, maybe late 80s even. But if he was in his 70s, he was definitely late 70s. But I think he was like maybe in his late 80s to be honest. But what happened is he noticed us. He wasn't really happy about it. He got really angry, said like we were trespassing on his property, and one time he actually threatened to call the cops. Well, we weren't having any of it. We didn't care, so we would just try to go every time that didn't notice us. But he noticed us. He noticed us. He just didn't do anything. He told us a bunch of times to stop until he threatened to call the cops. But of course, like maybe he was like angry and bitter on the outside, but he was maybe sweet on the inside because he never did call the cops. What he did, he built a wall. Yeah, it was a small gap, so he just built a wall. It was like, it wasn't that tall. It was like 4, maybe 5 feet, which isn't that tall. But we were in like first and second grade, so that was about our height, 4 to 5 feet. We were like 4 feet tall actually, not even 5 feet because we were short back then. I'm really tall now, like I'm 6'4", but I was really short back then. So maybe like it was like eye level. Maybe it was even shorter, maybe like 3 foot something. But yeah, maybe it was like 4 feet, but I don't know, that doesn't matter. It was like eye level. What we did, instead of going to the other side of the house, it was a small house, like, but it was 2 stories. Um, so like it had plenty of space, but it was like small though. So instead of just taking extra like 20 steps to go around the house, we decided to be rebels. I mean, we weren't having any of it. So what we did, we climbed the wall, and yeah, that will go on for years. And he still got mad. He still tried to talk to us, but we weren't having any of it. I know. I kind of regret it now. Like, no, I don't regret it. But sometimes I look back and think, like, man, I don't know what he was going through. Maybe he was really depressed with us. Maybe he was really angry. Maybe he was just, maybe he was just a dirtbag, and like we shouldn't really care about him. But you never know, like, what his perspective of that whole fiasco was. But yeah, basically, moral of the story: if someone doesn't want you to go through their yard, don't do it. Like, at least, oh well, maybe if they give you a good reason not to, then don't do it. But like going through a yard doesn't hurt because like his yard was like connected to mine, so it didn't really matter. I mean, we weren't really hurting anybody. We weren't doing anything wrong there. He just didn't want us to do it. But yeah. Anyway, that's about it. Leave a like if you did, and yeah, I have a bunch of stories ready, and I can't wait to tell more. And yeah, see you guys later. Goodbye.